Hi, it's me, Rasheed Ogunlaru, coach, speaker, and author of Soul Trader, Putting Heart Back into Your Business. And welcome to the latest podcast, which I'm also recording as video also. And we record this during Global Entrepreneurship Week 2020. And my theme, and I just wanted to just stop by really with you briefly, is worldliness. Global Entrepreneurship Week, worldliness, because business is global. There's trade in every nation across the globe. And there has been, just going way back. So as soon as we discovered our skills, as soon as we're exchanging, there's trade going on. There's this exchange. And for me, this was really brought home very, very, very strongly again this year, as probably for many people during the COVID-19 outbreak. And suddenly, again, things shifted globally, because here was something that affected everybody pretty much in every country. And how we needed to do business, how we needed to conduct business suddenly changed, because for somebody like me and for many, many people, physically doing business, for anyone who had physical premises, for any of those like myself would go into physical spaces all the time to work with people, suddenly, in most cases, had to stop, right? So it had to stop. And so things suddenly shifted. And like many people, one of the things that was really, really interesting was then technology. And technology is something that over the last 30 years especially, or increasingly more rapidly, has had a huge impact on how we do business and our interconnectedness. And so for a long time, of course, the global market's connected and so on, but for many of us individually, small micro businesses, sole traders, etc., this is something that's really come to the fore in recent times with, mobile technology and the internet, remote business, and video platforms such as the one on which I'm recording this right now. So that shifted things, and it came home to me when I was suddenly involved in running some sessions. First of all, sessions around emergency and interim business planning I do for the British Library, for whom I'm life and business coach partner. And one of the things that I noticed during this session and my Networking for Success and my Soul Trader session, which we then put online, was suddenly that there were people from various places in the globe on these sessions, where of course when I was doing this on site, there would just be people broadly speaking from the UK in the London region, or some people who travel, or people happen to be in at that particular period of time from various places in the world. So there's still that global connection of different people who would be traveling and visiting, or the nature of their circumstance brought them to where I was. But now with what's happened, the global dimension of who we are and what we're about is so clear. And so this short episode is really there to celebrate every single one of you, soul traders, individuals, micro businesses who are doing businesses everywhere, often so creatively, so resourcefully, often with very, very limited things. Often because, as they say, necessity is the mother of invention. Of all ages, young to old, selling goods, merchandise, making things, baking things, creating things, reshaping things, creating services in shops and stores, in offices, online. I really just want to celebrate all of you. And of course, I think there's something about worldliness in times like these which have been incredibly challenging. It's really important for us to remember how so many of us are so richly interconnected, right? However, I often say this, however, the way you would look at it scientifically, spiritually, we're interrelated, we're interdependent, we're one, we are of one. But again, business brings that so much home, because this bit was made here, that was made there, this had its source there, had its source there, and that's beautiful. That's a cause for celebration. If we look around in our homes, there's different things often from different places. That is so beautiful. It is so stunning. And so many of us have connections in so many different places. And so for me, this is a cause for deep connectivity, deep compassion, deep appreciation, not one for battling. So for myself, it's amazing, here in the UK, Nigerian heritage. And it's interesting, even if I think about things day to day, I have contacts of mine, people who run my retreats, are from South Africa, but they're currently based in Europe. And I've got a number of European connections. Somebody who works with me on some of my music or supporting some of the music is based in the States, and a number of people I know are in the States. There's connections. There's somebody who very regularly contacts me, responding to my newsletter all the time, is based in Asia. So many of us, and so many of us will have family in different places, connections in different places. You know, that again is this cause for this real global celebration, this worldliness. And finally, what I want to say here about this worldliness is, can we begin to bring more of this worldliness into our consciousness? Because often we get caught up, don't we, in all of these kind of conflicts between different sexes, different beliefs, different races, and so on, all of this nonsense, when again, we're interrelated, we're interdependent. Think about the people who support us, serve us, help us, people who buy our services. They've got all sorts of connections. Somebody may show up, they have one colored face, somebody else in their family has a different colored face, and somebody else has a different faith, and somebody else has a different background. That's the beauty of life. So there's something about this worldliness, something about us being mindful and curious about different people, different shapes and sizes, different abilities, different disabilities, different strengths, different weaknesses. And there's something about this because, of course, we trade, don't we? Because of that need. I have a strength here and I have a lack here. This person grows vegetables and so on, where this person over here has goats and cows and they produce milk. And this person here does crafts. Well, that is the basis, that we have these different strengths, different skills, different styles. So there's something about this worldliness for us to be very mindful about, these different cultures and different ways of being and connecting. And that is the magic of this time. So whether it is that you're starting out in business or whether it is that you've been struggling, because it's been a very, very tough time for businesses, I just really want to take this time to really, really celebrate you and to encourage you to continue to connect and to continue to do what it is that you do. And I think at times like this, having conversations, reaching out to others, including other people who do what we do. You know, during this time, I've spent a lot of time talking to other coaches, other people in my field. How is it that we're able to collaborate together? How is it we're able to support together? I was watching a news item the other day, in fact, just yesterday, and because of COVID-19, hearing all of these stories about how people locally also working together to try and boost business in their particular area, but also, of course, there are these stories of people from all over the world connecting. During lockdown, I was running some sessions called Compassion Check-In, which were a space for people just to be able to pause and breathe and to connect during, and to move from anxiety to inner peace. And we have people from all over, with roots from all over. The beauty of this, worldliness, worldliness, worldliness. So as we celebrate business, let's celebrate our diversity. Let's celebrate this beautiful world that we live in. All these different things from different places, different people in different spaces, different faces, different faiths, different ways of doing things. Let's celebrate this as we celebrate Global Entrepreneurship Week. So whoever you are, whether you are, whatever you're doing, I celebrate you and thank you so much, and take care. And thank you so much for everyone who listens to the Soul Trader podcast, who watches the interviews, and everyone who's read the book and supported the book. I'm so grateful to you, and it's a real pleasure to be here during Global Entrepreneurship Week. Take care. All the best from me, Rasheed. Bye-bye.